me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, gotta feel.
Okay, how's it going, everybody? And welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. I'm your host, Juggernaut097, and today I'm here to do my AEW World's End 2024 prediction video. So, AEW World's End is this Saturday, December 28th, 2024, and it is the final AEW pay-per-view of 2024. And my overall excitement for this show, I would say it's somewhere around like a 8, maybe 7.5, 8, somewhere around there. I'm looking forward to this show. I mean, it's going to be a good show. I mean, despite some of the build-up for this show, I mean, the majority of the build came from like the main event and the Continental Classic, because that's what this whole show was around, the Continental Classic. This is the second year in a row where they're doing the Continental Classic tournament. Continental Classic tournament for the Continental title, which I kind of wish this year it was actually like the tournament was for like a number of contenders for the AEW World title instead of it being for the Continental title. I kind of wish how they did it. But I always like tournaments, so it's fun. So we're gonna have both semifinal matches on here, and then as well as we're gonna have the finals match on here as well, which we'll talk about that here in a little bit. Of course, like I said, we got the AEW World title on the line. Jon Moxley is defending the title against. He's defending it in the Fatal 4-Way against Orange Cassidy, Hangman and T.A.G, and Switchblade Jay White. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. We also have MJF and Adam Cole going at it for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Looks like we got two great women's matches on here. We got Mercedes Moné defending the TBS title against Kris Statlander, and this is their second match because they had that great match at Full Gear. So I can't wait to see this second match here. And then also we have Tijuana Street Fight on here. So we got a lot of things to look forward to on the show. There's a total of 8 matches currently on this card. I don't think they're going to add any more onto the main card. And a lot of these AEW shows as of late, they've been taped, for the holiday season and stuff, because Christmas and stuff. Also, Merry Christmas to everybody. Everybody that celebrated Christmas, happy, late Christmas. Hopefully everybody celebrated Christmas good, or whatever you celebrate. Hopefully everybody had good holidays. And, we're going to do some great stuff in 2025. I'm excited. And also, if this is your first time ever checking out my channel, hit that subscribe button. That really helped me out a lot. Hit that like button, because that will help out videos in the algorithm. Also, turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And go follow me on all my social media platforms. All my links will be down in the description below. So, let's quit wasting time and let's go ahead and get started with this prediction video. So, the first match that we're going to be talking about is the Dynamite Diamond Ring. We got MJF defending the Dynamite Diamond Ring against Adam Cole, baby. I think this is like the 5th year in a row that MJF is defending the Dynamite Diamond Ring, something like that. Yeah, like the 5th year in a row. We know the story between MJF and Adam Cole. They became the Brochachos. It was like in 2023. They became a tag team that I didn't know that I needed. They were doing some cinematic stuff. Like it was pretty entertaining stuff that they were doing. And then of course, they had their match at All in London last year, going at it. You know, like I said, them becoming tag team partners, and then Adam Cole going down with the injury. And also Adam Cole later on revealed himself to be the devil and basically screwing MJF at World's End from, last year. He made him lose the title. And then Adam Cole revealed himself as the devil. And of course, the whole injury happened. We had the whole Undisputed Kingdom. That kind of got onto a little rocky start. Roderick Strong ended up winning the international title for a few months. What else? He had the return of MJF, like a Double or Nothing, him come back as a babyface for a little bit. Give me 1 second. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, so we had MJF, and my dog is being a pest right now. We had MJF return at Double or Nothing as a babyface. And then it was at, I believe it was at Wrestle Dream. Yeah, at Wrestle Dream, Adam Cole returned to a great pop, going after MJF. Excuse me, I'm out of breath right now. Going after MJF. And basically saying that he wants to get revenge on MJF. And he said he doesn't need the Undisputed Era to help him out. I mean, Undisputed Kingdom to help him out. Give me 1 second. So basically, Adam Cole said he doesn't need the Undisputed Kingdom to help take out MJF. He wants to do it by himself. But then Kyle O'Reilly, he also said that he wants to. No, it's Roger Strong. He said he wants to take out MJF. So MJF, he was making up, going through all these obstacles Adam Cole and Roger Strong had to do. So they had to go through. They both had to win 3 matches in order to face him. Well, Adam Cole ended up losing 1 match. To I believe it was Konosuke Takeshita. So that happened there. So, and it was at Full Gear where we had MJF and Roderick Strong. MJF ended up winning that. And then after the match, he beat up Roderick Strong. Basically broke his arm, kayfabe wise, or injured his arm. And that kind of left Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly mad at each other. And then it was Winter is Coming, where they both face each other, and the winner of the match would get to face MJF for the Dynamite Diamond Ring at World's End. So that basically sums up this whole rivalry here. Very stop and start stuff here with MJF and Adam Cole with this whole feud. Like a lot of loose ends here. And it's kind of due to with the Adam Cole getting injured and all that. And also they're gonna have the Undisputed Kingdom out there with MJF. So not MJF, sorry, Adam Cole. So MJF doesn't use the Dynamite Diamond Ring early, basically to keep this match fair. I was thinking, like, who really benefits from winning this match? I think it's MJF here because, if you want to keep Adam Cole as his babyface, I don't think Adam Cole really needs to win here. But then again, I was thinking maybe Adam Cole does win, to get all of his revenge on MJF after everything. But then I was thinking, with having Adam Cole as a babyface, have him come being like this underdog coming from the bottom and stuff, basically scratching and claw his way back up to the top. I'll say, yeah, have Adam Cole lose here and basically go through members of the Undisputed Kingdom here, because I feel like there's some tension between that. So yeah, I'm gonna say that MJF ends up retaining here, and hopefully this is the end of this feud, because this has been one of the worst things that we've seen on AEW television, and that's saying something, for seeing Chris Jericho on TV every week. Like, Chris Jericho hasn't been the worst thing on TV. This has been, to be honest. But yeah, I got MJF winning here. So we will move on to the next match, which we have our first title on the line. We got the AEW International title. Konosuke Takeshita is defending the title against Powerhouse Hobbs. So I believe it was, what was it? Well, we had Powerhouse Hobbs. He returned to be the tag team partner of Ricochet to go up against the Don Callis family. Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricochet ended up winning there. And then basically, who was it? Don Callis let Powerhouse Hobbs contract like with the family expire. And basically Powerhouse Hobbs says, he wants a shot for the international title. He wants to take out the Don Callis family. Basically he goes like he wants the title at World's End here. And that's basically to sum up this whole feud here. There's really not much of a story. I think it's gonna be this is gonna be as what they call a meat match. You know what Booker T likes to say? He says, "No bread, no water, just meat," and that's what this match is gonna be. Is just two guys slapping meat here. Pause. But I believe this is gonna be a coming out party for Powerhouse Hobbs, Will Hobbs. This is gonna be a good match. But I see Takeshita retaining his international title here. I don't see him losing. But this is like really going to show like what Powerhouse Hobbs can really do in the ring. Like it's going to be a coming out party for him. At least I hope so. So give me Takeshita to win. All right. And then the next title match we have here is the TBS title on the line. We got Mercedes Moné, the CEO, defending the title against Kris Statlander. And as you guys can see in those Roman numerals, this is number 2 of the match, because they had that amazing match at Full Gear, which I don't know how Mercedes Moné retained the title there, but she did. She did. Yeah, Mercedes Moné and Kris Statlander. Kris Statlander, despite her losing at Full Gear, she's managed to stay strong, and she has been beating a lot of people. She's been getting a lot of wins under her belt. And Mercedes Moné, Camille left her side. Mercedes is all alone, and to be honest, I like the heel Mercedes when she's all alone better than I like her better when she's alone than when she has somebody by her side. Unless it's Bailey. When it's Bailey, I like when Bailey's by her side, but anybody else, no, it just doesn't work. And yeah, that they had a great match back at Full Gear. And that match, people were saying, "Oh man, how did that match not get 20 minutes?" So I think they're at least going to get 20 minutes here in this match. And to be honest, I think they're going to put the title on Kris Statlander. And the year putting the title on her. Like I said, this is going to be fun stuff here. I'm excited for it. Kris Statlander, I'm a huge mark of her. I'm a big fan of Kris Statlander. Also like me some Mercedes Moné. Moné. Yeah, I can't do the dance very well, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun match. Who knows? Maybe they go to have a third match. Maybe they have a rubber match on like a Dynamite or something. But yeah, give me Kris Statlander to become the new TBS Women's Champion. So yeah, we move on to the next match, which we have is another women's match here. We got Mariah May defending the AEW Women's title against Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight. Yeah, Mariah May, she's been running through this AEW Women's division, basically saying there's nobody on her level. Thunder Rosa, on the other hand, She has been getting victories. She's been stacking up a lot of singles victories. She even beat Mariah May. She even beat oh, what's her name? She just Mariah May just faced her at Winter is Coming. I can't think of her name right now. But you guys know what I'm talking about. That Japanese wrestler. I'm probably gonna botch her name, but yeah, she beat her. So basically, Thunder Rosa said, "Hey, whoever wins out of the match at Winter is Coming, I want to face them at World's End." Mariah May says, "Hey, you pick the place, wherever you want to have the match at, whatever type of stipulation." So we're getting a Tijuana street fight here. I always like seeing Thunder Rosa in the main event scene. I always like seeing Thunder Rosa on my TV screen in the matches. Because Thunder Rosa, she's great in the ring, and especially when it's in a street fight, because she's amazing in street fights. Let's go back to in the years past. Go watch her in street fights in AEW. Amazing. I wonder what type of stuff they're gonna pull out in this match. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be a brutal match. And also at the end of Winter's Coming, we saw the return of Toni Storm, not timeless Toni Storm, but Toni Storm. And I like this whole kind of character she's portraying right now. Being like a rookie and like, who's this timeless Toni Storm? And like, no, she doesn't like remember anything. Like she's like a rookie. I think that's pretty cool. But as for this match goes between Mariah May and Thunder Rosa, Mariah May is not losing the title here. It's gonna be a fun match, but Mariah May is not gonna lose the title. Yeah, I mean, I think in 2025, this women's division, like especially, we saw Toni Storm come back. We got Thunder Rosa here. We get Mercedes Moné into the main event scene of the actual main event title, the AEW women's title. Hey, this women's division could be looking up in 2025, hopefully, because I want to see this women's division succeed. Because it's been ups and downs. It's been ups and downs with this whole women's division, but I want them to go up and quit doing this like all wave thing that they're doing. But yeah, I got Mariah May retaining her title. All right, and then now we go on to the Continental Classic here. So we got the Continental Classic semifinals. We got Kazuchika Okada. I always pronounce Okada's first name wrong. Going up against the winner of the Gold League, Ricochet, and Okada was the runner-up in the Blue League. So Ricochet in the tournament, he ended up beating Commander, ended up getting 3 points against Commander. Some of these matches I didn't watch. He ended up beating Brody King on the Dynamite. He ended up beating Will Ospreay on it. It was an amazing match. It was on that Christmas Collision. That was fun. And then he ended up losing to Claudio Castagnoli. So he didn't get any points there. And then he he had a draw with Darby Allin. And so he got 1 point. So Ricochet got a total of 10 points. And on the other hand, Okada, he ended up getting a total of 10 points. He ended up beating the Beast Mortos. Ended up beating Shelton Benjamin. Ended up beating Mark Briscoe. And then he tied with Daniel Garcia. He had a draw with him, and then he lost to Kyle Fletcher. That was the only loss in the tournament. Which he had a total of 10 points as well. Going into this tournament, they were saying how Okada is this, he's a great tournament wrestler. He's one of the best tournament wrestlers out there in the world. But to be honest, he's kind of been quiet ever since. It's more about being like Ricochet and Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. It's been more about that. And Okada, even though he is a Continental Champion. He's kind of been quiet in this tournament. And the differences between this year's tournament and last year's tournament is they've been building like more stories, which that's what I like how you can do in a tournament. You can make different stories in these tournaments, which is nice. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun, interesting match. I'm excited for it. I've been like kind of debating who I want to win, who I think is gonna win this match. Ricochet. He's a lot of people have been giving Ricochet a lot of hate. He likes to go out a lot of people at the fans on the IWC on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. He likes going at the fans on there. And so he, I believe it was at that Christmas Collision show where they were throwing toilet paper at him. And they were even doing it on Dynamite as well. They were throwing toilet paper at him, That's apparently they think Ricochet. Well, his in-ring skills are good, but like his character work, his mic work has a lot to be improved on. And basically, they're making like this cheesy baby face. And also, he even tried joining the Hurt Syndicate, but the Hurt Syndicate declined them, which that kind of made things worse. But I feel like Ricochet now he's playing more up to his character, like acting like he goes like, okay, yeah, screw you guys, I don't care. I say I'm gonna keep winning and I'm gonna be all cocky because he's being really cocky right now, especially those promos that he's doing with Swerve Strickland. Being all cocky and stuff, and like talk about how his house burned down. Like that's just a low blow there. To be honest, I think that it's gonna be Okada to win this match here. He's going to end up going on to the finals of the Continental Classic tournament. Yeah, so give me Okada to win here. It's gonna be a fun match. Yeah, so I'm going with Okada here. Okay, and then the next match we got the other semifinals match in the Continental Classic. So we had Kyle Fletcher. He was he won the Blue League. He ended up getting a total of 12 points. He ended up beating the Beast Mortos, ended up beating Shelton Benjamin. He lost to Mark Briscoe. That was his only loss on the tournament. That's who that was his only loss. And losing to Mark Briscoe, he beat Daniel Garcia and he beat Okada. Kyle Fletcher, he had a great tournament. And then Will Ospreay, he was the runner up in the Gold League. He got a total of 9 points. He beat Commander. He beat Brody King. Lost to Ricochet. Beat Claudio. And he lost to Darby Allin. That was on this past week's Dynamite. And also, this is a rematch from the amazing match at Full Gear. If you guys have not watched that match, definitely go check that match out because that match was amazing. That match was good. So we got a rematch here. And oh my God, Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay, they had one of the matches of the year, in my opinion. Will Ospreay, he's had so many match of the year contenders. And I feel like this is gonna be another one here. This is gonna be good stuff. But to be honest, I think that I don't know. This is like a toss up here because I could see either guy winning this match. But I think it's gonna be Will Ospreay that wins here. Just because I want to see Will Ospreay in a third match. Tomorrow night. Excuse me. So yeah, screw. I'm gonna say Will Ospreay wins. Again, I was thinking maybe they give it to Kyle Fletcher. Maybe he goes on and wins the whole tournament. But I was thinking, nah, they're not going to do that. I don't see Kyle Fletcher winning the whole tournament. And also, Will Ospreay, he's going to get his match. He's going to get his win back against Kyle Fletcher after losing to him at Full Gear. So that's another reason why I'm going with Will Ospreay. So yeah, so now what I believe what the finals are. So we got the finals of the Continental Classic. We got what I believe is going to be Okada and Will Ospreay. And I believe it's going to be Okada that wins. Like I said, they're playing it up. The commentary was saying how he's the best tournament wrestler. So why make him lose if you don't think he's the best tournament wrestler? Then they need to have him win. So give me Okada to retain his Continental Classic or Continental Championship and be the winner of this year's tournament. So give me Okada to win here. It's gonna be an awesome match, and who knows? Maybe after the match we get a return of none other than the cleaner himself, Kenny. By God, Omega. Maybe we get the return of that. I don't know. Maybe, but yeah, I'm going with Okada and Ospreay in the finals of the tournament, and I got Okada coming out on top of in this tournament. So, yeah, and then we will move on to the main event of World's End. We got a fatal four-way for the AEW World Championship. We got Jon Moxley defending the title against Hangman Adam Page, defending the title against freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, and defending the title against Jay White, Switchblade Jay White. Now, there's a lot of moving parts in this storyline here. Ever since Jon Moxley took the title from Bryan Danielson at Wrestle Dream, he's basically Jon Moxley has had AEW basically hostage here. Especially that title belt. He's had a title belt in the in this briefcase. We haven't seen a title belt. Of course, they've been having Orange Cassidy step up and be like the locker room leader, being like, he's a AEW original. Basically he's stepping up for everybody. He had that amazing match with Moxley at Full Gear. Moxley ended up winning. After the match, basically the Death Riders, they tried to drown Orange Cassidy with a whole bunch of chemicals and all that. We saw Hangman come down, and he, went for the save. Tried to take out Jon Moxley with a steel chair. Then we had Christian Cage come out. Christian Cage, plays another role in this. He has that contract. He can go for the AEW title whenever. He has a shot for the title whenever. So we had him come out. But then Jay White came out, basically gave Christian Cage a Blade Runner. So that kind of spoiled his chances of winning the title there. And then Death Riders, they attacked Jay White as well. So basically, these three men here, they've been kind of stepping up. And Orange Cassidy, he said that he doesn't really care about winning the title. He just wants the title to be taken off. He just wants the title off of Moxley. That's what he said. He wants the title off of Moxley. He doesn't want the title around him. And basically, these three men, they've been kind of been stepping up for AEW. Kind of been like, because, and all these guys kind of have a fair shot of winning this title belt here. And I think this is the toughest challenge for Jon Moxley to date here. But yeah, this is gonna be interesting stuff that breaks down this match. Because like I said, we had the whole stuff with Hangman, he's been dominant as of late, and he's kind of been off the rocker as well. After that whole feud with Swerve and basically coming out on top of being on top of Jay White there, basically defeating him at back-to-back pay-per-views. Jay White, earlier in the year, he was kind of doing some stupid stuff, but at least they're finally having him in more in the main event scene. Because earlier in the year, they had him doing the whole stuff with the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Like, what the heck? I don't even know why they were doing that. But yeah, there's just so many different ways this match can go down. I mean, Moxley doesn't have to be involved in the decision to lose his title. And like I said, there's Christian Cage lurking in the background. Could he get involved? Could he make this a 5-way, or could he come in and cash in at the end there? I don't know. But to be honest, I want to see everybody, I think everybody's going to have a close near fall in this match, as in who can win this match, because I want to see a lot of drama in this match. They're probably going to have some interferences. This could be crazy. I mean, that's how this whole storyline hasn't built up. It's just been chaos. That's how this whole storyline has been built up. But to be honest, I'm gonna say that Moxley retains. It's hard to bet against Jon Moxley, especially right now. And I think that's a safe way to go into 2025 as Moxley as world champion. I think that Orange Cassidy ends up taking the pinfall here. I think he's the fall guy. And who knows? Maybe they set up Moxley, and maybe they build up towards Moxley and Jay White. At what's that pay-per-view we got coming up in February? AEW Grand Slam in Australia. Maybe they set up that. But they need to keep Jay White out of the decision. And then maybe, and then we also have, Hangman. He's kind of been being like a tweener as of late. Because he's been getting cheered when he's been going up against Moxley and stuff, and helping out Orange Cassidy and Jay White. These guys, these AEW, going up against these AEW original guys, or not originals, but Team AEW here. They kind of been, they have alter egos and stuff. They kind of been putting their egos aside, to try to take this title off of Moxley. Because the Death Riders, they've been running roughshod for everybody, especially this main event scene. But he's been getting cheered a lot against Moxley, and then of course, when he's going up against a person like Swerve, he gets booed. So I don't know, let the fans decide what Hangman is, in each feud. I think that's how it's gonna go with it. But yeah, like I said, I see Moxley retaining the AEW World Championship here. It's gonna be a fun match. But yeah, those are my AEW World's End 2024 predictions. Go down in the comments below. Let me know who you guys have winning each match. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out. And I will see you guys in my next video. So peace out.